Good morning, everybody. Haku here with my live reaction for One Piece manga chapter 939. So, this one's called Old Leopard's Claws Are Always Sharp. Sorry, I can't see the title right now. I'm just guessing at the rest of it. But yeah, Old Leopard makes me think, are we going to get to see Aegis Zero and Lucci? I doubt it. It's probably referring to the samurai or something. But either way, we didn't have a One Piece chapter last week, which I think is good because it gives Oda a break. Give him as many breaks as he wants to make One Piece's quality the best it can be. And also, it's because whenever we have a chapter coming back from a break, it's always really good, or typically really good, even more good than normal One Piece standards. In addition to that, there was something else I thought I'd say. Oh yeah, last chapter was the one that was just like mostly Zoro and Kamurasaki, and honestly, it's one of the only chapters this arc that I read it. I think you could see in my last reaction. I was like, that wasn't all that great. Kamurasaki's just never been a very interesting character to me at all. And Zoro was, a lot of people were saying it in the comments too, Zoro went unconscious really easy compared to a lot of the things he's been through in the past. But either way, let's read 939. I'm excited. Coming back from break, it's probably going to be really good. It's an old leopard's claws are always sharp. Oh, so I did get it right, I think. And we have a request cover. Frontispiece request a giant spider crab giving Jinbei a haircut on the seafloor. Wish we could just have Jinbei in the main story. I feel like we've seen something similar to this before, though. Okay, so we're picking up, like, right where we left off with a confession. 20 years later, Momonosuke's little sister, and Zoro's surprised. Why, I knew it. I'm so glad I drummed up the courage to ask you. It was a bit of a gamble. You know my older brother, don't you? Wait, hold your horses. Let me get things straight. So he's safe. It was said that now, at the time of the resurgence of the Kozuki line, strong, kind samurai from across the seas would come to our aid. So I hoped you were working with my brother, or perhaps you're an enemy that's after his life. I'm his friend. That's the first thing, friend. Phew, I'm so glad. And what about Kinemon, and Kanjuro, and Raizo, and Kikunojo? Kikunojo. That is very hard to pronounce. But I guess that's Kiku's first name then. They're all with you, they're all with you too, right? I see. That makes sense. Okay, and we skipped some time a little bit. I see. That makes sense. Because he came straight from 20 years in the past, Momo's still 8 years old, while you, his younger sister, are now 26. Anyway, is it okay for this kid to hear all of this? It's okay, I already knew all of it anyway. It's been our secret for a long time, Freaking love o-toko. O-toko is one of the very few friends that truly know who I am. Her cheer saved me more times than I can count. 20 years ago, I was a young child just like her. But I will never forget that day, amidst the towering flames, and before my very eyes, my older brother and his retainers simply vanished. That same day I lost my father Odin, and my mother too. I lost everything that day, out of the blue, so even when I heard rumors that my brother would return 20 years later, I never had much hope. It was like clutching at smoke. To be honest, at the time, I lost even the will to live. Were you not allowed to go into the future too? Either my brother or me, to preserve the Kozuki line in case something happened to either one of us. That's tough. But one of my father's retainers, Kawamatsu the Kappa, patiently and steadfastly supported me. Kawamatsu, that's the one who's in the prison, right? Supported me. A Kappa. Yes, I find it hard to believe in yokai and the like, but Kawamatsu prides himself on the fact that he is a kappa. On the day the castle burned, even though we were surrounded by enemies, he dug a tunnel, and then swam me out, unbeknownst to everyone. Princess, please hang in there for a short while longer. Princess, look, it's the kappa dance. I'd essentially stopped speaking, and yet he tried to cheer me up every single day. Even if he himself didn't eat, he made sure to feed me. Now, I've got a bit of a tummy ache today, so there were some grilled fish swimming through the river earlier. I munched on a few of them, kapapa. And eventually, I too began to smile again. Where is he now? We were separated when I was about 13, I believe. But Kawamatsu is a strong samurai. I'm sure he's somewhere in this country, waiting and preparing for the day of the final battle. I want to see him too. Are Inu and Neko with you too? I was told they died. Nekomamushi might not have reached Wano yet, but... What are you doing? I'm just so happy. I love her facial reactions, though. But I mustn't cry. I'm a warrior's daughter. You're funny, sis. And Toku's just dying. Oh my gosh. In other words, these are the 6 we've met up with, in addition to Momonosuke. We've yet to see the last 3. Okay, 9 red sheaths, Kinemon, Kanjuro, Raizo, Okiku, Inuarashi, and Nekomamushi. So, that's interesting. So Shinobu isn't one of them. Or the other 3 perhaps then... Well, Kawamatsu wasn't set into the future, so I guess that means he's not one of the 9 red sheaths. Or, well, I guess, neither were Inu or Neko. So, yeah, I guess that means that one could be Kawamatsu, one could be Old Man Hyo for all we know, and one could possibly be Shootenmaru or the Bridge Bandit guy. There's a lot of, she's just about to say it. The remaining ones are Kawamatsu, I just told you about, Denjiro, and Boyashira. So Denjiro. We haven't met that one yet, I don't think. Unless he was the... Remember there's this one group of samurai or group of characters we saw talking to each other? Like once a few chapters back, and that's the only time we've seen him. Unless he's one of those, and I don't remember, we haven't seen him. And Boyashira was Shootenmaru, I think. Denjiro could be related to the Yakuza head guy, though. I don't know where they are, or whether or not they're safe, but this card is currently the talk of the capital, so they'll certainly come out soon. Okay. The fact that news of the card has spread so quickly might actually be a good thing, but our crucially important meeting place being found out and our comrades being captured, neither of those things is anything but bad. I wonder how this is all going to shake out. Well, too many captains will sink the ship. I'm going to stop thinking about all this now. That's actually a smart move. Not to overthink it. Yes, you should. Focus on healing your injuries, Orojuro. Please, try to get some rest. I'm so happy. My brother's alive, o-toko. Yay, I'm happy too. Ahaha. Keep it down. Sheesh, I can't fall asleep. And then he just conks out. And so does o-toko in the background. But he's only 8 years old. How strange. Everyone's just like they were back then. I wonder what'll happen once I meet them. Perhaps I should refrain from doing so until after the battle. I can't risk fouling up their preparations, right, o-toko? And she's asleep. o-toko is the best art character this time around. Flower capital, Resetsu town. Get in there, you bloody rebel. Okay, this is the group of samurais I was just talking about, I think. This guy, and there was the younger guy with him. You bloody rebel. You were living large in the capital, biding your time until the rebellion, eh? Wicked bastard. How very unfortunate for all of you. Your plan's been revealed. It has failed. Wait just a moment, Lord Fukurokuju. What proof do you have that this tattoo is evidence of rebellion? It's just an old fad. I have no memory of joining the rebellion. Silence. How do you explain this picture puzzle, then? This is a direct order from Shogun Orochi. Keep quiet and stay inside. Resetsu Town, Prison House, also known as Criminal's Gallery. I can't believe this many of them would fit inside. This looks similar to the place that Zoro was at when we first got to see Wano. Criminal's Gallery. I can't believe this many of them would fit inside. Take a good look, all who walk past. These are the men who stood up to Lord Orochi and Lord Kaido. Look at their foolish faces. How magnificently stupid they are. There are more to come. This is bad. I suppose everyone else thinks we talked. But the captain, he'll believe us, right? Oh, and we have, Law's crewmates are all injured. Alright. Udon, prisoner's mine. Get him, Alpaca Man, or Modillo Man. I'd like to try my hand at sumo, too. And I think this is, Kawamatsu speaking. Pakakaka. You two are done for. These babies are filled with sea stone bullets, only made here in Wano. Oi, no guns, Modillo Man. An armadillo? Gifter's Medillo Man, Armadillo Smile. The guy actually doesn't have the craziest design for the gifters. His is actually pretty cool. You'll end the fight. You'll end the fight. Boring. Shut it. This is an execution, you idiots. Are these idiots' eyes just for show? It's not gonna end. And we still have Queen laughing and smiling and eating. Gramps. Go to your right. Crouch down. Then jump. Huh? Go to my right. Okay. And he's dodging all of Alpaca Man's attacks. Crouch. Why you? And then jump. Okay. What? You're kidding. Old Man Yo's movements are so quick. Good work, Gramps. What in the world? Can you see the future, boy? Go left next. Okay, because we know from his previous fight that he's gotten way better with his observation hockey now. You bloody left. So actually, the Whole Cake Island arc was a really, really good training arc to put Luffy first up against Cracker, who had the strongest armament hockey he'd been up against, and then against Katakuri, who had the strongest observation hockey he'd been up against, so that he could improve both of his hockey types, other than Conquerors, obviously. You bloody left. And he's getting them to attack towards each other, I think? Or no, it's just Luffy jumping up. I can't hit him. What the hell's with this guy? And Luffy punches him. Like, that'll work, you idiot. Or Armadigard. Nope, that's not it. That was regular old armament hockey, he says. Huh? Is he not going to hit me? Which way next, Straw Hat? Alpaca sword style. Cha-cha-cha. Stay still. Huh? And then Luffy grabs his arms and flips over him to carry him on his back. This way's easier. No, that simply won't do. Please, put me down. I can't allow myself to trouble you much more. It's fine. The heavier the better. I need training. We've been captured, and now we're in the middle of an execution game for our lives, and yet you've been punching, stopping short, and saying that's not right or nope this whole time. What's going on? I'm not trying to stop short. I want to throw a punch that knocks people away without hitting them. I have this feeling that technique will let me break through Kaido's scales, but I won't know until I try. Okay, so he's trying to do like Sentomaru does. I've seen it before. Oh, and he thinks about Rayleigh and Sentomaru, yeah. It seems like it seems like it was the same sort of armament hockey, but hockey is a concept foreigners use. Says I think that might be Luffy just telling him hockey's a concept that foreigners use. But Straw Hat and Wano, there is a sort of power one can transmit from their body into their blade. Okay, so this is going to be him talking about what they consider hockey as. Because we know they consider devil fruits to be magic. A good sword, when it's needed, can cut even steel. But when one does not want it to cut, it'll hardly even trim paper. Such is the will of the swordsman. A long time ago, there was a technique I learned called Goken. I'm not sure if I can manage to teach it to you, but just see if it's what you're looking for. Gramps, and he jumps down. Okay, so Luffy's going to get another mentor, it seems. Tell me where to go. He's gonna swing down the sword in his right hand as hard as he can. What? Says Alpaca Man, and then he dodges. Okay, so he's going to use the technique then. And it does look like it's basically the same. 939, end. Okay, and we have another page. You blasted him away. Mwahaha. Looks like he's still pretty young, and Queen's still laughing. I really like Queen as a character, too. God, Alpaca Man. Wow, Old Man Hyo, he did it. He took down one of the grifters. Or the gifters. I guess Old Man Hyo really is Hyogoro of the flowers. If that's what you've been trying to do, I might just be able to help you learn it. Yeah, teach me. That's exactly it. Toward new power. See, I really like this. It wasn't the most entertaining, the most glamorous, but there's been a lot of questions and a lot of unexplained things going on with the Wano arc so far, and the Zoro and Komurasaki scene did a good job of explaining a lot of those things that we had just seen but hadn't really been explained yet. So I like that we just got that explanation out of the way. Again, not really glamorous or particularly exciting, but we got something necessary out of the way. The arc needed that explanation. And also, Luffy learning new techniques is, I think, really good. So yeah, I guess that was basically about it. We saw the one prisoner house for a bit, but nothing really important with that, except for the characters we saw before look like they were captured. I think they're the same people. But yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm going to end it here. Like, if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts and reaction. Subscribe for more. One Piece, both anime and manga. I'll get back to the anime as soon as I can. Much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord about this series or anything else, just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.